What's up, everybody? I'm Craig. Today we're going to take a look how to do a back handspring. The way we're going to run through this today is first I'll show you a back handspring, then I'll break down how the back handspring works, why exactly we go through it the way we do, and then we're going to go over a few techniques so you can practice this at home without getting hurt. Now, first to start off, go ahead and show you the back handspring. Now, in the back handspring, there are multiple parts in order to get this correct. So we'll just jump right on in. The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to sit down like you're in a chair. So the very first thing I did was I faced the direction, cleared my space in the back, of course. Then once you look forward, you're going to sit. Once you're in the seated position, you don't have to go real far. You're going to lean your body backwards, about to this angle. Now the reason for this, it is a back handspring. One thing we want to avoid is called undercutting. Undercutting is where you jump and throw your hands down too close to your feet. Kind of makes you do your back handspring in the same spot. So we want to make sure to avoid doing that. Now, best way to measure out how long your back handspring needs to go, you'll simply lay down, and it's the full length of your body, from your fingertips up here to your feet down here. So when you do your back handspring, you want to travel all the way back to there. Now, after you sit, you jump and you extend. Extend the body full. Now, this is where you start to drag your toes all the way up and around. You have to pull these around in order to get the spring when you bounce through. So after you've jumped, you've reached your body is straight, your body is going to hit, hopefully at around this angle. When you hit, you're going to do a little push motion with your shoulders. So with your arms straight, it's just this bump here. Just that little bump is going to give you that spring. So after your hands hit, you're going to bounce over. That's where you drag those toes from going up. Now they're going to come straight down. Once they go down, you're lifting your shoulders up. Your shoulders have to come up with your hands. Otherwise, your hands are going to stay on the floor and your feet are just going to land, and then it's going to be more like a flip-flop. You'll jump, land on your hands, and then your feet hit, and you stand up as quick as you can, hoping that nobody caught it. Unfortunately, that's not a back handspring. So we jump backwards, spring, bounce. Now you'll notice at the end of that handspring, I kind of jumped up in the air afterwards. That's called a rebound. Now that rebound is just something that we follow through. Say I were to do a back tuck, an Arabian, whatever it happened to be, I would bounce up from that handspring and then continue through. We'll get to that later. Now, that's the basics of your handspring. We'll definitely go into a little bit more, but now everyone's big question is, how do I practice this at home by myself, staying safe? The question is, the answer is very, very simple. Most people are only afraid of back handsprings because they think they're going to land on their head. It's not really the case most of the time, but going backwards, you can't see where you're going, so that fear factor starts to kick in. So we simply eliminate that fear factor. The way we're going to eliminate that factor is we're going to crash test it. Basically, you crash on purpose, you realize, okay, that's not as hard, I can go a little bit harder. So the first thing you want to do is you're standing, you're set, but instead of going straight back this way, you're just going to reach your hands back behind you and jump. Now, that was very, very simple. Kind of looks like a monkey doing it. There's something called monkey tumbling where it's just bouncing around as low as you can to the ground. Very, very safe way to learn tumbling. So as we start our back handspring with some monkey tumbling, each time we're going to jump a little bit harder. We're still not reaching back behind our head yet. We're still just reaching around the back to get the idea of that motion being safe. So you're here, you set, bend, and you jump. Now each time you do this, you're going to get more and more and more. So again, this time we'll go a little bit less. We'll add a little bit more jump and try and go a little bit more up over top. So we'll bend, jump. As you saw in that, one hand hit at a time. That's because I'm just following. Now, continue to do this. Each time, more and more and more. Now, eventually, you will go over that first time, probably going to look something more like this. And that's okay. That's a back handspring technically. So you've gone over, you've put your hands on the ground, and you've hit. I suggest doing this for a little bit. Get very, very used to this motion before you try to full on go into this back handspring, because you don't want to freak out thinking, oh, are my hands going to hit in time? So spend some good time on this. Once you get done with that, then you'll be able to go back into that back handspring with that full jump. Now we'll go ahead and add that full jump in there. So I'll set. Now, remember, if my feet are here, my feet want to land here from the start. So I'll go ahead and go right here, pull my feet up. Now, you want to keep your body straight. You want to flop. You want to bounce. You want to get over there with enough up that you bounce off of your hands onto your feet. So again, we're going to bend, jump, extend, and pop. Again, you may add in that rebound just for a little bit extra bounce. So, this is how to go through your back handspring. It's not going to come in an hour, but if you put some good work into it, you practice that monkey tumbling, you get over that fear of going over, eventually you'll just start bouncing over. Now don't forget, it's very important that you pop with those arms. Those arms are what gives you that lift on the other side of your handspring. So, good luck everybody. Go practice this, get it down, be as safe as you can. Make sure you practice on something soft. Don't go straight for concrete. Go for grass, go for, even if it's just carpet that you have, it's better than nothing. So make sure you're good and safe while practicing this. Make sure to leave me some comments in the comment box below. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like to learn how to do. Again, thanks for watching everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.